YouTube family, it's April G Showers back at y'all with a reaction. Like I said this morning, I'm reacting to the girl who was making fun of the girl with cancer. I think her name was Tessie. There's a video called Dad Responds to Video of His Daughter Making Fun of a Girl with Cancer. It's from the same channel, IRL Moments. I will provide the link to this video in the description box as I did with the other video. Again, please be sure to click on that link and go like, comment, subscribe to this channel. I give this channel so much props. It's one of my favorite channels. Been subbed to them for a while now, and so yeah, I'm interested to see what the dad says. I wanted to get to this earlier today, but I had a doctor's appointment that took a while longer than what I expected. I had to go by the grocery store, and then I spent all evening and tonight with my son. Me and my son made a new video for y'all, which is uploading right now. It's at 35% right now, but it's a longer video, so it's gonna take, probably another couple hours to upload. We did the nursery rhyme rap challenge with a twist, and it's really funny, and we had a lot of fun, so I hope y'all will watch that. It will lighten the mood after all this kind of stuff, because this stuff right here is just, it's sad, it's disgusting and sickening that there are people out there. I mean, obviously I'm not dumb, I'm not ignorant. I know there are people out there like that, but to actually see it happen, you know what I mean? It just, like I said, my little brother was diagnosed with brain cancer when he was just 11. And then he passed away when he was 21 back in 2015. And also me being a nurse, and for 2 decades nearly of my life, it was spent taking care of sick people. Whether, several years I worked in a psychiatric unit, and then the rest of the years was spent working in either geriatrics, geropsych. I worked in ICU briefly. I worked on med-surg. I worked, I didn't work much in the ER, but I have worked in the ER. The ER just wasn't my thing, but I have worked in the ER. I've also done like addiction counseling, but I became a nurse's assistant when I was 17 years old. So really I have more than 2 decades of experience in the medical field. And when my little brother was diagnosed with brain cancer when he was 11, I was 24. So I've taken care of sick people, whether it be mentally sick or physically sick or both, my whole life basically. And I can't. I worked in a prison. I did part-time nursing and part-time CO, corrections officer. Um, and I just can't imagine treating people and talking to people the way I saw this girl talking to people. I'm very grateful the internet wasn't around when I was a teenager and when I was growing up and in school and stuff. I'm very grateful for that. I really am. Because I think it's really, there's pros and cons, obviously, to everything. But I think the internet, when it comes to the younger generation, if they don't have the proper um, guidance, parental supervision, or just if for whatever reason their parents aren't around, there's just the proper adult supervision, um, and like a disciplinarian and people to teach them right and wrong, and when you talk to people this way, or you treat people this way, or you do this thing that's wrong, or do that thing that's wrong, then you have consequences. You know what I mean? Uh, or kids and teenagers who do have, adult supervision. However, there are a lot of adults who allow the internet, whether it be video games or whatever it may be, babysit or supervise their child for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son loves video games, but I give him a time limit on how long he can play his video games. I strictly monitor the games that he does play. I strictly monitor the videos he watches, because he's not an adult, and there it's just these days there's such, and I'm not saying there wasn't a lack of adult supervision when I was growing up and in the generations before me, but I think it's just gotten more lackadaisical, more lazy as time passes, as technology advances and stuff. It's gotten a lot easier for the adults in kids' lives to just buy them a video game or a computer or whatever and just let them have at it, and just don't even think about what their kids may be playing or watching or listening to. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. And to the parents out there, or the grandparents, or the foster parents, or the adopted parents, or the aunts and uncles, or whoever it may be, that actually take time and spend quality time with their kids and actually discipline their kids and put time limits on internet time and video game time and things like that. Kudos to you and much respect to you. Now, I'm not a perfect parent. I'm not trying to say that at all. God knows I have my faults. I am not the perfect mom. I am not the perfect parent. That does not exist, But one thing I can say is I do strictly monitor what my son watches, what my son plays, and how long he's on the internet. And I make him get off the computer, the video game, whatever, and we spend time together. We make videos together. But that's not all we do. We play board games and all kinds of stuff. I just think that's important. And obviously, I keep up with his grades at school and help him with schoolwork and things of that nature. But like I said, I'm not by any means saying I'm a perfect parent or I'm a better parent than anyone else, because I am a human with faults and flaws and issues just like anyone else. I'm just saying, I think technology, with the advancement of technology, it can be a bad thing for kids, teenagers, adolescents, if they're not properly supervised with it. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I'm shutting up. We're going to get to this video because this video is 13 minutes and 21 seconds long. So again, this will be a longer video. Again, the link to the original video is in the description box. Please go show that channel some support. And shout out to IRL Moments channel for putting all this out here for people to see, because I do think it's very important. So thank you. Alright, April G. Squad, fist bump, love y'all. Let's see what her dad has to say. I mean, he lost his job.
This channel was really, the intent of this channel was always to be for...
After seeing the video of his daughter shared on Reddit, Tessie's father makes a statement.
For the purpose of Formerly Me, which was my body transformation and weight loss journey for the past year plus, and that I'm still doing, actually. And that's what the intent and purpose of this was always to be. But due to some family drama, my oldest daughter has, with her streaming internet life that she has for herself, she has decided to involve her rest of her family into that drama that she has imposed upon us all. And there's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just...
Exactly. I don't get that either. What in the mother of mothers?
Just films herself while they're sleeping. But again, I don't understand the current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time. Since you want to...
And y'all may think I'm crazy, but the couple little stores, grocery stores that we have here, the biggest store we have here in my town is Walmart. And then we have a couple of private-owned grocery stores. And here lately, I've been addicted to chocolate cream drops. It's like just chocolate-covered vanilla cream drops. And I've been eating the living crap out of them. I love sweets. I mean, all I drink is Mountain Dew. Yeah, I'm addicted to sugar. But it could be a lot worse. And I don't have anything sweet. I've got some chocolate covered peanuts over here, but it's very difficult for me to eat those because of my teeth and to chew them and stuff. So I've been eating marshmallows. So I will be nibbling on marshmallows throughout this video. So just don't mind me.
to dox me and put my home address out on the internet, blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world. I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that. Now, I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive. But the point is that I raised you on my own for 13 years. 13 years as a single parent. Never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of crap right now. But
I too am a single parent. I'm my son's mom and dad. Have been his entire life, and he'll be 14 this year.
I'm an adult and I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it and I'll move on. But Maya, you just now just started being an adult and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills.
He just called her Maya, but I guess her internet name is Tessie, but I guess her real name is Maya.
But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false, but just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out a scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed. You evicted yourself before I had a chance to.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Maya, or Tessie, or however you pronounce that bullshit name. You played yourself. What you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative. I just, for the past, I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your bullshit live stream, watching other content where you're going after people because of either a disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, this is not the person that I raised. I did not.
I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that.
Not raise you to be evil or to do negative things like this to other people and cause other people grief and harm, because that's what you're doing. Now, it's one thing, do it to me and all your followers, your fanboys, I don't know what the labels are for these guys that are like I don't know if they're simps or white knights trying to come to your rescue. You can rescue yourself. You're completely capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage. And it's real damage. It's called real world damage because there's real consequences to the stuff that you put out on the internet. As your father, I'm gonna always love you. I'm always gonna say I don't want no ill to happen to you. I don't. I cross my heart. I don't want nothing bad to happen. If something bad happened to you, I would.
Oh.
See, that's the thing. For anyone that's a parent out there, I hope you understand what I'm doing right now because I'm so angry and so upset. Yet, when you love somebody, when you freaking love somebody, if anyone's out there ever really loves someone with the core of your soul, and then they do something to really hurt you, betray you, it's truly being stabbed both in the back and in the heart. Because not only did she...
Did y'all hear that? Is that my computer? Is that his computer? Hold on. Let me back up.
It's truly being stabbed both in the back and in the heart. Because not only did she stab him in the back would have been one thing. That's what she did when she posted those streams a couple days ago because I didn't know about it. But since then, now that she knows that I see her lives, and now that she knows that I know what her YouTube channel is, now I'm being stabbed in the chest. It's because I feel like I need to defend myself to some degree. Address this. One, the smart thing to do would be not to even address it at all and hope that it blows away and it goes away. But the problem is with the power of the internet, these things like this may never go away.
I disagree. He said the smart thing would be to just ignore it, hope it disappears and go away. I don't think that would be the smart thing. I think what he's doing is actually the smart thing. Address it immediately, especially with your kids. If it's your kid doing something of this nature, you need to address it immediately, not ignore it and just hope it goes away. That's a lot of what today's problems are stemmed from and come from, is people just ignoring it and hope it goes away. It's not going to go away. It's only going to get worse if you don't address it. Because what you allow is what will continue. And if you don't address it and just ignore it, no, it's not just going to go away. Unless something, God forbid, happens to the person, or like they go to jail or something like that, you know, they have no reason to change or want to change. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still getting emails. I'm still getting, there's things coming at me from all sorts of angles. And I'm like, my God, this is probably just getting started. But what I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole life is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit or Twitch or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me, Maya. You can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You could talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I could take it. Mm-hmm. But your sister is a minor. Mm-hmm. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8-9+ years.
And that would really have an effect on her sister, and it could go either way. It could go where her sister repeats the cycle, God forbid, or her sister sees all the bad, negative things that are happening because of what Tessie, Maya is doing, has done, and say, I don't want to be like that. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to do what's right, which is what I hope and pray her sister learns from all this, what not to do, which is another reason why I think it's great it's getting exposed, number one, and that the dad is addressing it immediately, number two. So prayers to you, Dad, prayers to the younger daughter, and prayers to Tessie, Maya, prayers to her too, because she definitely needs them. We all need them, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Of 5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past.
Her mother, so you just brought her mother. Okay, so I guess they're divorced and her mother is in the picture.
7-8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors.
Germany? Wow.
She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. Mm-hmm. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to. And I had to drive almost an hour away to get to that doctor to take her to those appointments. But that's the kind of person there that wants to, when I hear people accusing me that I'm a pathetic father because I never got her medical treatment, I have records on top of records and bills on top of bills. I paid for $5,000 ambulance rides for her. I've done all of that. So as a parent, anybody out there that can associate with that, I've done above and beyond the call of duty as a parent to try to get her help.
Good for you.
There's been times where, as a single parent, for any single parents out there, that it's tough. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Single mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, people that have to raise a kid. It's freaking hard. It's hard. I've traveled the world with my 2 girls. They've been to over 28 countries in this world.
Wow.
And I've given them everything I could to give them wonderful memories, to give them wonderful life experiences. All of that I did for her as her father. And this is how all of that effort, all of that energy, all of those decisions I made in the best interest of my daughters is repaid to me, because she captured me going off on my youngest daughter because she wouldn't listen to me. Yes, I said a lot of things I'm not proud of. I said a lot of things about my ex-wife, which is Maya's mother. And
We all have.
I have to thoroughly apologize. If you ever watch this, Iman, I'm sorry. I should be a better person than that. I really should be. And I'm sorry. I should have been a better husband. And in hindsight, I guess you could say I should have been a better father. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at now. Your sister was too good to you. If you want bottom line, your sister was simply too good to you. And then this is how you do that? I let you move back. Thanksgiving of 2019, you went to a police station to emancipate yourself, which is stupid. You should have did a Google search on what that means and what that requires. Police have nothing to do with that. But you know what? You know more about that than I do. But you went to a police station with Matt and his mom. Oh, you're such the victim.
Matt being Tessie's now ex-boyfriend, I believe it says.
And then when she got on the phone with that officer and said, I'm willing to take her home, I thought she meant she was going to take you to my home. And when she said, no, I'll take her to my home or a female shelter, I was like, what? Because she honestly believed I was abusing the shit out of you. And I was like, really? And then when I finally saw your face of how you put on such a show for the police officer, such a show for Mr. and Matt's all there being the white knight hugging you like he's some kind of dude. He's a freaking weasel of a man. He's not even a man. And I'm sitting there looking at this scene going, really? This is what I'm coming to after Thanksgiving? I'm seeing that he's like, I don't want to live with you. It's like, but then if she's going to take you, you know what? You go live there. And I looked at you and I remember what I said. I said, go live your life. And it wasn't even 2 months that your mother was messaging me on behalf of Miss LeBay saying, it's not working out. They want Maya to find another place. I'm like, well, where's she going to go? She has no income. She has no job. Long story short, you turned 18 in April of last year, and it was like 4 months. Well, April, 4 months, 4 or 5 months of being out the house, and you essentially got kicked out. And I said, you could come live with me. And I told you, as an adult, I only had 2 simple rules for you. The 2 simple rules was keep your room clean and don't do drugs and illegal activities in my house. That was the basic 2 simple rules I gave you.
Wow. At 18, one of them rules, if my son's still living with me at 18, is going to be you go work, you're going to have a job. Even if it's a part-time job, if you're not in college, you're going to be working. And he knows that already. I done told him.
And you couldn't follow either one. You just couldn't. And time again, I had to deal with you disrespecting me. I had to deal with all this stuff. And then we moved, because I sold my house and we moved. We moved right after Christmas. And look at this now. Now we've come down to this, because I don't know how long you've been doing the streaming shit. But now here we are. We're at this point now. This is my life now. This is my life now, dealing with the fallout of your self-imposed drama. I do not appreciate the posts of nudity of my daughter, because she's still my daughter. Whatever she chooses to do with her body and her OnlyFans or whatever sites that allow that content is her decision, her choice. I may not like it, but I don't need to be shown it. So I'll also ask that have a little bit of respect there. I know the internet gives everybody that level of anonymity. No one's going to, I'm anonymous. No one's ever going to find me. But, it sucks when they do find you. It does suck when they do find you. So I just ask for just a little bit of respect there. Everything else is open game. Y'all want to talk about how fat I am? You want to talk about how old I look, how ugly I look? I'm doing something about it. I go to the gym every day. I mean, the Krav Maga video, I don't even weigh that much anymore. I mean, I'm freaking, I lift weights. I work out. You don't have your father in your corner anymore. I'll always love you, but you don't. I don't want you in my life anymore because of what you've done. It's going to take a lot of time for these wounds that you've inflicted to heal. It's going to take a lot of time. So you watching this?
I can tell how hurt he is. Just as a parent, and if there's any parents out there watching this, I know y'all can feel it too.
Maya, if you're watching this, I'm going to talk to you right now. And for people that understand, the parents that understand what I'm about to say, this is as real as it gets. Don't you ever come home. Don't you ever come home after what you've done. You go ahead, you're an adult now. Go live your life. Go make your money. Do the things you do that make you happy. You get one life. I call it the choose your own adventure that you get to make every day with your choices. I hope you make better choices. I hope you have positive, great things happen in your life. I hope you make all the money you could ever want to make in your life. I hope you have all the things you want in your life. But don't ever reach out to me. Because you can't let your girl see you cry. Especially as a father. You're not supposed to let your girl see you cry.
That's not true. You should let them see you cry. I don't know your name, Dad, but actually I do know your name because it was on her cell phone in that last video, but I'm not gonna say it, but there's nothing wrong with letting your kids, whether they're your son, your daughter, whatever, there's nothing wrong with showing emotion. I hate that about our society. That's one thing I hate about our society is people think showing emotion, crying, is a sign of weakness, or if you're a male, it somehow demeans you as a man. That's simply not true. I'm not a religious person. I've said that multiple times. I'm a spiritual person. I am a believer. And the shortest verse in the Bible is Jesus wept. Jesus himself wept, not just cried. Wept. And Jesus was far from weak. I just wanna say that. True strength is the ability to show your weakness or weaknesses. And making yourself open and vulnerable and emotional is okay.
Right? Because we're men. We're not supposed to be emotional, but we are.
See?
We're human beings. Any human being, we have emotions.
Bless his heart.
This is this is going to be definitely a memory that sucks for me. I pride myself in trying to have the best memories, but this is definitely going to be one that sucks for me for a long time.
Bless his heart.
This channel was really...
I really feel for him. I still have questions about the mom, though. Maybe she's just choosing to be off camera. I don't know. And it's sad, too, once they're 18, because you can't really do anything, you know? Because they're a legal adult. So they can do whatever. And all you can do is pray for them and not enable their bad behavior, and pray for them. And man, if y'all pray for this family. I mean, this man lost his job. He's been raising 2 kids and 2 daughters at that on his own. I think he said for 13 years. And his oldest daughter is 18. So since she was 3, no, he said 13 years. Since she was 5. But still, that's I'm sad for this family. And I hope things turn around for them, all of them. I really do. And I'm gonna react to Tessie. I don't remember what the video's called. It's like Tessie responds to Dad's response or something. Something along those lines. And then there's another video too that I didn't watch the video, but the title of it is The Girl or Streamer Who Made Fun of Girl with Cancer Just Keeps Getting Worse, or something like that. So I'm going to be reacting to that too. So I don't know if that's the same video as her reacting to her dad's reaction or a different video. But either way, I'm reacting to it or them. So it's just terrible. A terrible situation. Is sad. And prayers to this family. Prayers again to the girl she was talking to who has cancer. And I hope she's okay. But yeah, y'all comment below what are y'all's thoughts on this. Be sure again to click on the link in the description box. Go show IRL Moments some love. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all's thoughts on this in the comments. Please like this video on your way out. A lot more important than you think. And please subscribe to my channel, y'all. April G Squad. Just love y'all. I'll see y'all just a little bit. Peace out.